सनातनम् शिवं शिवं सनातनम् शिवं शिवं सनातनम् शिवं शिवं सनातनम्।
Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste, Eternal Souls. So, in this fifth episode of Bhagavad Gita Practical Life series, we will understand the 39th and the 40th shloka of the Sankhya Yoga, the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Because in the fourth episode, we have understood the virginal qualities of the soul and a few shlokas of the second chapter. So, and we have even started the practical application. So in this application, in this episode also, we'll be focusing on the practical application. So to get any knowledge into practical life, we need to have the power in the soul. Since the soul is getting drained out with all the negative thoughts, especially with overthinking and fear, that is the root cause of all our problems. So to come out of that fear and overthinking, we need to connect to the Supreme Soul Shiva and take the divine power from him, empower the soul so that the practical application will become very easy. Because people think that the spiritual path is very tough because they focus on the physical aspects of changing the clothes and having some restrictions over the food or leading a very tough life physically. But it is not so. Because in the Sankhya Yoga, the Supreme Soul has said for all the root causes, for the sorrow, because in the first chapter itself, we've understood that Arjuna was in a state of despondency. Here, Arjuna means we have to place ourselves in that place. Arjuna is representing a human soul with a lot of confusion, lacking courage, and in a trap of discouragement. So, in a state of despondency, means in a vishad, means sorrow. So, this is our state of mind. So, the Supreme Teacher has said the solution to all the problems is to understand that we are a soul. Since we are in the body consciousness stage, we have understanding ourselves as a body. And there is a lot of confusion between whether we are a body or a soul. Either we focus on the soul or we totally focus on the body. But here the Supreme Teacher says that the root cause of all the problems is that we don't have the divine knowledge that we are the soul. So once we come to know that we are a soul, how to apply it in the practical life is what we are getting out through this series. So before understanding the practical life, the first step is that we need to take the power from the Supreme Soul. So here we are displaying the video. So the spiritual students, please reorient yourself towards the screen, because we understand that certain students they listen to these videos by lying down, by keeping the mobile adjusted to them. So in such a cases, we request the students that whenever I say to reorient yourselves to the screen, just to put the mobile or the laptop in front of you so that you can understand how you have to connect to the Supreme Soul through your thought. So the distance between the soul and the Supreme Soul is only one thought, and the time taken to connect to him is only 1 second. So, and the relationships with the Supreme Soul, you can establish any relationship like a father, mother, teacher, friend, or a life partner. Whichever connection you are comfortable. In fact, we suggest that you establish all the connections with him. The beauty of the Sanatan Dharma is that you can establish any connection, any relationship with him. Because in the other relationships, in other religions, they have given only fatherhood to the Supreme Soul. Because all the religion says he is the father. But here in the Sanatan Dharma, we can establish any relationship. Either it is because the Dharma says either we can establish a fatherhood or a motherhood, anything of our choice. That is the beauty of this Dharma. So just sit comfortably for some time. In fact, while working also, you can do this yoga. It's not necessary that you have to sit in a particular posture or what, so nothing like that, because it is related to the mind. Through the thought, you are getting connected to him. So all of them create a thought that I am a peaceful soul and Lord Shiva is my supreme father. So once you connect to the supreme soul, the divine rays, divine golden rays will enter your soul. The soul is getting connected to the supreme. The body is not getting connected. We need to have this clarity. Once you remove the soul from the body is actually a dead body. It doesn't have any feelings. It doesn't have any thoughts. Suppose if you go for a funeral, so if there's the dead bodies, but whoever are attending the funeral, they are getting tired, but not the dead body. The reason is it doesn't have a soul. So the soul will get connected to the supreme soul, and the rays of the supreme soul will enter the soul, but not the body. So depending on the state of the soul will be manifesting into the body. The soul qualities or the feelings or the emotions, whatever it may be, it will be manifesting in the body. So see that, ensure that while visualizing that you are connecting with the thought and the divine rays are entering your soul. And that impact, in fact, in turn will have on your body. So let us do it again. I am a peaceful soul and Lord Shiva is my supreme father. I am a peaceful soul. Lord Shiva is my supreme mother. I am a peaceful soul. Lord Shiva is my supreme friend. I am a peaceful soul. Lord Shiva is my supreme life partner. I am a peaceful soul. Lord Shiva is my supreme teacher. So any connection you can establish. So once our state of mind is at par with the supreme teacher, now we'll understand the Sankhya Yoga. So here I'm again displaying the 39 shloka, which we have explained it in the 4th episode also. So here once again we'll study this. I have revealed to you the knowledge of individual consciousness. Now here how to act upon this knowledge through which you will be able to release yourself from the bondage of action. So when we are performing the actions, we are entering into a bondage which is straight away leading to the sorrow. So in the 40th shloka, the Supreme Teacher says there is neither loss nor reduction in the result of performing this dharma. Even the slightest effort saves one from the greatest fear. So if you are performing your actions in alignment with your dharma, so what is dharma here? Once you do the actions according to the dharma, even the slightest effort saves one from the greatest fear. So now we'll come into the practical life. So I'm showing you what is dharma, which is referred in this shloka, 40th shloka. So again, reorient yourself toward the screens. Here we are showing you the original qualities of the soul, which is the swadharma, means the righteousness through which we have to walk through the life. So it is a peace, love, purity, knowledge, happiness, bliss, and power. So once you start aligning your thoughts, words, and deeds to the original qualities of the soul, you will come out of the attachment. Since we are getting attached to the actions, because we are worried about the result. So the Supreme Soul says that you should not be thinking about the result. That is the 47th shloka, Karmanya Vadikaraste. But before knowing that, let us understand how to perform the actions. Once you come to know how to perform the actions, because we are neither supposed to get attached to the action or to the result. So while performing the actions, we have to action in the sense, not the physical things. It is the thoughts, words, and deeds. All the three things. Trikarana Shuddh means in three aspects you have to come into the alignment with your soul. So the Bhagavad Gita says to become detached from all your actions. So attachment and detachment. Attachment to what all the actions we are doing. So to get the detachment, we should align our thoughts, words, and deeds with our Swadharma, means the original qualities of the soul. So now let us take peace. This is the original quality of the peace, original quality of the soul. So while performing your thoughts, words, and deeds, this quality should reflect in that. So when you're thinking of somebody, you should look towards them as their original quality only. Suppose a person is speaking out of anger, that is their acquired quality. Here I will once again show you another screen slide which talks about the acquired qualities of the soul, that is a lust, anger, greed, attachment, arrogance, and jealousy. So we are talking about the attachment now. So to come out of that attachment, we have to align ourselves with the original quality. That's how you'll get detached from the bondage of the actions. So now the practical life. So doing actions in alignment with the original qualities means my original quality is peace. So suppose in the karma kshetra, in the field of action, somebody is speaking out of anger. If somebody is speaking in a fit of rage, still we need to see their original qualities only. It's as simple as that. That means you are seeing from your divine eye, the third eye, the eye of knowledge. Actually, the person is with anger, but you have to see through the lens of the divine knowledge, what the Supreme is giving in the Sankhya Yoga. That is why it is called as Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya means knowledge. Yoga means the soul is in remembrance of the Supreme Soul and performing its actions as per the dharma enumerated by the Supreme Soul. The Supreme Soul is telling us the righteous thing. Dharma is a Sanskrit word, and in English we call it as a righteous path, righteousness. So the person is in a fit of anger and rage, and he's speaking which is not supposed to speak. So now the practical life comes here. Now we have this knowledge that these are our original qualities. Since the original qualities what we have, the same qualities are there in the other person also, which he is not using. Suppose if we are in a state of ignorance, what we do is if somebody is shouting out of anger, immediately we create a thought that this person always gets anger. This person is in a fit of rage. So how we are creating thought? By seeing through the lens of ignorance. We are seeing through our physical eyes. We are listening to the physical ears and we are creating a thought that this person is angry, and with the thought we are absorbing his anger, which is actually creating a fear and sorrow in us. So now the Bhagavad Gita says that to understand the knowledge of the soul and getting into the practical life means we should see the original qualities of the other person. This is what we need to practice. This is how you'll come out of the bondage of action, where you'll not have any attachment towards that person. Attachment means once you see their anger, you are emotionally getting attached to that person. So how you are getting attached to the person? Through your thought that this person is angry and he may damage me. So through the thought you are getting attached to him. So now the thought should be aligned to your through your original self. So how do you align yourself with original qualities? Means you will be in a state of Swadharma, means you will create a thought that I am a peaceful soul and he is also a peaceful soul. So now you are connecting with that person at a higher frequency with his original qualities. So now what will happen? So automatically you are creating an invisible protection shield. You are setting your boundaries so that the frequency of the anger from that person will not come and enter your boundary. And now you are not emotionally attached to that person, because through the thought you are not absorbing it. Once you create a thought that the person is angry, you are getting attached to that person through the thought. In the beginning of the episode, when we said that connect yourself to the Supreme means through the thought you are getting connected to Him. In the same way, during the day, through the thought, we are getting connected to other people and absorbing all sorts of garbage from them. So the garbage, what we are absorbing from them is, we are again showing it on the screen, the lust, anger, greed, attachment, arrogance, and jealousy. This is what we are absorbing from them. We are getting attached to the people. We are establishing a connection with them through the thought. So that is the reason why we are in a state of despondency, because the entire world is full of evil tendencies. You will not find any people with peace or happiness. Even if you find them also, our state of mind is, if in a confused is a sorrow, obviously the world looks very dark. Obviously the world looks full of sorrow. So this point, all the spiritual students have to understand. Through the thought, to whom we are getting connected. Once you get connected to the people at the thought level, you start absorbing their negativity. If the person is shouting with anger and you create a thought that the person is angry, you will absorb that anger. If the person is arrogant and you say that he is arrogant, you are creating those thoughts by seeing through your eyes and listening to his words through the ears. Means your sense, through the sense organs, you're absorbing it through your thought. That's why Bhagavad Gita teaches about the Indriya Nigraha, means ruling over the senses. It is not controlling the senses, it is ruling over the senses. So you will see through your eyes that person, you will see his personality of anger, you will listen to his words, but still you will create a thought that he is a peaceful soul and you will see only his originality. Once you start seeing the originality of all the souls, an invisible protection shield will be placed in front of you. Means you will be wrapping yourself with a higher frequency so that the lower frequency waves, generally people use the word vibration. So the waves of the thoughts of anger will not come and touch you, so that you will be unaffected and you can maintain a state of balanced mind, which will straight away result in happiness. So though you may be surrounded with all the people who are angry, suppose in an office environment, not even in office, in the families where there are too many conflicts, or there the atmosphere is filled with anger. So how do you protect yourself? By seeing the originality of the other people, so that you don't absorb anything from them. That means you are placing your state of mind at a higher frequency. So the qualities what we are showing on the screen, peace, love, purity, knowledge, happiness, bliss, and power, are at the higher frequency. And the lust, anger, greed, attachment, arrogance, and jealousy are at the lower frequency. So now the receiver, the soul, when is it at a higher frequency, even though the people around you are vibrating at a lower frequency, you will not be absorbing those frequency, you will not be absorbing those waves. So what is the result? A balanced state of mind, the Sthita Prajna state, where you experience constant happiness, where you experience the stability of mind. This is what the Supreme Teacher is teaching us to fight. There is an internal battle in us. Because the outside world, we are only seeing the lust, anger, greed, attachment, arrogance, and jealousy. But we ourselves personally feel that we should live in the original qualities and we want the happiness, we want the peace, we want the love, we want purity, we want happiness, bliss, power. So we want all these things. In fact, we try to be in the state of mind also. In the morning, we do puja, we do lot of chanting, and we experience that peace also. But over a period of time, when we go to the office, or if there are any family internal disputes in the family, so we are losing our peace. How we are losing it? Because we are getting disconnected from the Supreme Soul, and we are getting connected to the people who are around us. So while doing the puja, for the time being only, we are getting connected to the Supreme Soul. After that, automatically we are getting connected to other people and disconnected from the Supreme Soul. That's why we have specifically told in the previous episodes that while chanting the name of the God, or while connecting to Him on the path of devotion, you are connecting through the rituals what you are doing, and on the path of knowledge, you are connecting direct to the Supreme Soul, whichever path you choose. Please ensure that you open your eyes and get connected to establish the connection with the Supreme with your open eyes, so that after the rituals are over on the path of devotion, or after you do the after your Raj Yoga, means actually it is called as yoga, Raj Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita, I will explain in detail. So once you are again into the field of action, still your eyes are open, so that the consciousness of the Supreme, the consciousness of the soul, doesn't get erased from your consciousness. So people close the eyes and do all the practices. The ones they open their eyes, they lose that consciousness, and they by default in the automatic mode, they get connected to the people, and they keep absorbing all the negative tendencies, and finally they feel tired. Arjuna, like sorrow. Every time we feel sorrow, every time there is heartache or heartbreak, and that is again manifesting at the physical level also. So for the practical life, but that understanding that we are the soul, getting into practical life means we should understand that I am a soul and these are my original qualities, and whoever the people around us are there, in spite of their evil tendencies, we should look towards them with the third eye of knowledge, the Sankhya Yoga, their original qualities only, so that you will be wrapped with the divine frequency, so that the other negative tendency, frequency, whatever is there, it will not enter into your boundaries. You are setting boundaries. And once you are in this divine boundaries, you are always safe. Safe in the sense emotionally safe, as well as physically also you are safe. Means the God will protect your spiritual assets. This peace, love, purity, knowledge, happiness, bliss, and power, all these original qualities are the spiritual assets which the God is protecting. How is protecting? You are connecting to Him, and you are surrounding, you are wrapping yourself with the divine race. That means you are protecting yourself emotionally and physically with His power, which is again called as Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Means God will take care of our welfare. I will go adult it in detail, but just since the topic has come, I'm telling you, so God will be protecting your spiritual assets as well as your material assets also. The physical things, what we get as a benefit of our good deeds, good karma. So this is in brief how to get this Sankhya Yoga, the spiritual knowledge into practical life, and what all the 7 qualities are there. 7 means it is Sat in Hindi language, which is called as a Sato Pradhan state in the Bhagavad Gita. So once you operate at a Sato Pradhan state, what all the Tamo means the acquired qualities, the evil tendencies are there. We'll be protecting ourselves emotionally and physically also. So this is for today, but still we need to explain in detail so that it will be easy for you to get this into the practical life. So this is for today, and I hold a vision that you should progress on this path of spirituality, and I'm open to help you in this aspect. So any questions, any discussions you want to have on this aspect, you can always message me or call me. So my mobile number is at the end of this video. So I'm always open to help you. So thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.